Hi guys, so in this video I wanted to do again just something a bit different, something a different topic to talk about. So in this video I'm going to be talking about my first actor that I'm mainly focusing on and their body of work, and that is of course the late great River Phoenix. In my opinion, a fantastic actor, gone too soon. What an absolute talent this individual was. I've never really seen a bad River Phoenix movie. I'm going to talk about the movies in my collection. I've only seen 8 movies by River Phoenix. I think when an actor passes away, I think it makes their work a bit more precious, especially someone who's passed away who was as young as River Phoenix was. It just makes you cherish those movies a hell of a lot more, in my opinion. So I'm just going to give you my opinion on the movies I've got in my collection about River Phoenix. And yeah, hopefully starting this series about me talking about movies in my collection with actors as well and talking about my opinions on them. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to talk about the first movie I ever saw with River Phoenix in, for me, and that is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I remember watching this film with my parents, my mum and dad. We sat down to watch it, and I remember them telling me about River Phoenix for the first time, and them telling me he was this great actor who was up and coming that's tragically passed away in his prime. And they said it was such a waste of potential there, and that I remember that really sort of hitting home with me. He's not in the movie long. He plays the young Indiana Jones at the beginning of the film, and he is fantastic. The direction from Spielberg in this movie is absolutely brilliant. There's hardly any really sort of dialogue in this chase sequence that happens at the beginning of the film, and yet we're told through visuals, everything we need to know about Indiana Jones in this build up. And I couldn't think of anyone better to play Indiana Jones than River Phoenix, looking back on it now. Just absolutely brilliant stuff. It's one of those memories that'll always stick with me, watching a film when I was younger with my mum and dad telling me about this actor, River Phoenix, who was really up and coming and a great talent, but was cut short. And yeah, that's really sort of my first memory of discovering River Phoenix. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So yeah, that's The Last Crusade. Next up, we've got probably, in my opinion, the best performance I've ever seen from River Phoenix. It might be one of the best performances I've ever seen from an actor on the whole, really. And that is Stand By Me. River Phoenix, for me, steals the show in this. In my opinion, a bit of a tragic character who is marked and labelled as something and wants to change that. Wants to become something else, have a different reputation, but he's shackled down by it, in my opinion. And he's just mesmerising in it and absolutely fantastic. The scene where he breaks down to Will Wheaton because of the whole milk money issue, it's fantastic. I just absolutely adore that sequence. It's these two kids just sat by this tree talking, and what they're talking about, the visuals just play through your mind. It is brilliant, and I absolutely love it. It's one of his best performance, in my opinion. Absolutely superb. I love Stand By Me. I think it's fantastic. It's probably my favourite Rob Reiner film as well that he directed. But yeah, this for me put River Phoenix on the map. It was just brilliant film to watch. Absolutely fantastic. The cast in this the all-round cast in it are absolutely fantastic. Even the little supporting cast like John Cusack and Marshall Bell, fantastic. But River Phoenix in this for me steals the show, along with Kiefer Sutherland as well. But Phoenix for me is firing at all pistons in this, particularly for such a young actor at the time as well. So believable. Really put his talent on the map, this film. It utilises him in the best way as well. Just absolutely brilliant. And that character's outcome as well you sort of feel a bit hollow as well, especially with what happened to River Phoenix as well. It just sort of adds that extra weight to it. But I absolutely love Stand By Me. I think it's a fantastic film with fantastic performances in it. Really, really good stuff. Next up, I've got Explorers. This for me was not a movie I grew up with at all. I only saw it recently, a couple of years ago, for the very first time. Bit of an early movie as well for River Phoenix, but I enjoyed it for what it was. These sort of kids who sort of making this homemade spaceship. It's got some really good, fun, creative sequences with the aliens as well. I don't think this movie utilizes River Phoenix very well. I think it's too early to tell. Too early of a movie, if I'm honest, for me. But yeah, him and Ethan Hawke in this are absolutely great, and I do enjoy it for what it is. So yeah, I can't really say much more than that. So yeah, that's Explorers. Next up, we've got My Own Private Idaho, alongside with Keanu Reeves. This for me is a really, really weird sort of enjoyable movie. I didn't really know what to expect going into this. I think the chemistry between the two actors is absolutely fantastic, because I know I've read on IMDb that they were Phoenix and Keanu were best friends, and yeah, you really see that chemistry between the two of them. It really is great to see these two actors working together. So yeah, can't really say much more than that. It's a great film with a great River Phoenix performance in it, and yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. Next up, we've got the Mosquito Coast with Harrison Ford. Phoenix sort of takes more of a supporting role in this, and I enjoy this movie for what it is. It's not one of my favourite movies. I think it's fine. I think it probably needs a couple more rewatches from me, if I'm honest. I don't really sort of get into this movie, but I do think it is good for what it is. Having River Phoenix in your movie is always going to be a plus. But yeah, I think it's fine for what it is. I just don't really remember it all that well. If I'm honest, these last three movies I've got are some of my favourite River Phoenix movies of all time. But yeah, I think the Mosquito Coast is fine for what it is, if I'm honest. So next up, we've got Sneakers. This for me is one of the best movies I've seen with a best ensemble cast. The cast of this is absolutely phenomenal. River Phoenix, of course, Ben Kingsley, Robert Redford, Mary McDonnell, Dan Aykroyd, Sidney Poitier. Fantastic cast. This is a movie that holds up as well, and it shouldn't, for me, in my opinion, because it is an early sort of 90s movie that focuses on like computer hacking and things like that, and you would think a movie like that would not hold up. For me, it does. I think it's great. I have a great time with it. I love the cast in it. There's a particular sequence that takes place in the movie where all the characters are sort of dancing with Mary McDonnell, and it is so great and it's so enjoyable and just brings this charm to it. And I have such a wonderful time with Sneakers. I think it's really underrated. Really needs to be sought out. I know there was a sort of special edition Blu-ray that came out not too long ago. But for me, I think it's great. I absolutely love Sneakers. I think it's fantastic. So, yeah, if you've not seen it, do yourself a favour and check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed by it. Next up, we have Dogfight. For me, this was a really enjoyable but yet mean-spirited movie when you think about the premise. It follows these group of soldiers who are on this leave, and they have a game they play where it is basically try and pull the ugliest girl that you can. It's really mean-spirited when it comes to that, but River Phoenix is, again, the star of this movie. The movie's also got a young Brendan Fraser in it as well. It was great to see him in this. Of course, you got Lily Tyler as well. She's great in everything she's in, like Say Anything, High Fidelity. Yeah, and I had a great time with Dogfight. I really, really did enjoy it for what it was. Bit of an underseen movie, in my opinion, but if you can find it I fully recommend checking it out. It's a great little film, another great River Phoenix movie to add to the catalogue of movies. And yeah, I had a good time with it. It's a lot of fun for what it is, despite its subject matter. So yeah, that is Dogfight. Now, coming up next is probably one of the most underrated movies I've seen, in my opinion. I think this movie only has about 15,000 votes on IMDb, which is absolutely criminal. In my opinion, it was directed by Sidney Lumet, who made 12 Angry Men and Network. And that is Running on Empty. This movie is fantastic, in my opinion. More people need to see it. It's a classic in waiting, this movie. I don't understand how it's so underseen. It's so great considering, River Phoenix is in it and the premise of this movie. The premise of this movie is pretty much there's a family with two sons. The mother and father are protest bombers who are wanted by the FBI. So they never sort of settle in one place. The kids are always chopping and changing schools that they go into. And River Phoenix, who plays the eldest son, wants out of that life. Completely just wants to be out of it as well. His real life girlfriend as well was in this movie. And it's fantastic. It's so well acted. Judd Hirsch as well as the father, who is like, no, we've got to stick together. We're a family. And seeing River Phoenix want to break away, showing this musical talent that he has as well, and the potential that he's got, and can't do it because he's constantly on the move because of his parents' ideologies and what they believe in. It's fantastic. I fully recommend this movie to anyone who's not seen it. It is brilliant. I can't praise the movie enough. And I absolutely love it. It's up there for me with Stand By Me, if I'm honest. It's really good. And it really needs to be seen by a lot more people. So if you get the chance to see this movie, please do. I don't think you'll regret it. It is fantastic. I absolutely love it. And it really utilises River Phoenix's talent as an actor as well. It's so good. I just can't praise this movie enough. I do ask fellow YouTubers as well if they've seen it, and I don't believe anyone else has. I would really love to talk about this movie with someone who has seen it and get their thoughts on it. I adore this movie so much. So yeah, Running on Empty. If you've not seen it, please do check it out. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the video there and say I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know some of your favorite River Phoenix movies. As I said, I've not seen everything he's done. These are just the ones I've seen and the ones that I own. I do plan on hunting some more down in the near future, because I do believe he was one of the best actors that we ever had that was taken from us far too early, and was a superb talent. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video there and say thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.